Esau. Yeah? When you test the sound? Esau. Oh.
Thank you very much. I'll just put it down. Well, welcome back to Wingate Park. The most magnificent setting I've ever seen in this club since I've been playing from the 70s. They've done a fantastic job, as we said yesterday. The hedges, the greens, the markers, the food, the facilities are magnificent. And this morning we'll be bringing the game between Luane du Plessis and Zune Waters. One thing we remarked about yesterday is the amazing camaraderie, the good spirits the games have been played in, and the discipline. It's unbelievably good to see. All beautifully dressed. No funny hats, no funny socks. And we're in what we call the trial heads, where the players get to get a bit of a feel of the green. Zune was in this tournament last year. I watched her quite a bit. Funny enough, had the privilege of playing with her uncle. We did extremely well in the 80s and 90s together. A junior Springbok. We played together. Famous bowling family, the Waterses, uncles, aunties, everybody. And Luane du Plessis, I've never watched her before. So it'll be interesting to see. From Ernst Bowling Club, right-handed. One of the youngest players in the field, born in 2006. My calculator doesn't go back that far. Zune playing with the pink ball. Luane with the yellow ball.
There you go. Hi, Michael. How are you? Good, thank you. Yourself? Do you want to sit this? Welcome. Are you well?
I'm joined.
Thank you.
The mics are on, and welcome to Mark Hunt. I know you've run a lot of tournaments over the years. The EKB, am I correct?
Yes.
I think I've spoken to you a few times.
Quite right. Thank you very much for having me today.
Pleasure. So, Luane is one of the youngest players, as we said, in the field, born in 2006, Ernst Bowling Club, and Zune from the famous Waters family. They're still warming up. Mark, did you watch any bowls yesterday?
I was a very naughty boy yesterday. I was working all day, but I got 3 screens, and one of them I was busy streaming all day.
Okay. 3 screens, that's...
It's called productivity. You can't afford to work and miss out on bowls. So I watched a couple of good games yesterday afternoon, stole a few screenshots and posted them all over Facebook and all over WhatsApp.
Ah, fantastic. Yesterday was pretty cloudy most of the morning, and green only sped up a little bit in the afternoon, but very well covered. 1 or 2 tricky lines on the screen, but it's very good condition. Mark, can you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm currently the Vice President of Ekurhuleni, so it's quite nice to be commentating on Zune from our district, and also the Secretary of Gauteng Bowls, which I've been for the last 2 years. And as far as playing, I've played quite a lot of tournaments. I don't play at the level of all the people that are in the Masters, but hopefully one day when I'm a little bit older, I'll catch up.
You're a big boy.
When I grow up, yes.
Okay, the trial hits have been pretty good so far. It looks like we're in for a treat of bowls. Not many left-handed ladies around.
Not many.
In fact,
But I think it's a family tradition amongst the Waters.
yeah. Well, I was saying earlier, I played with Tony Waters for many years, so all related, and I remember Herbie.
Yeah, Zune's dad, Sean, currently a selector in the Ekurhuleni district as well. Also left-hander.
Yeah. I remember when Sean started, I think he was 15 or 16, he played with us in a charity. I think, sure, it's a long time ago.
Great thing to notice today is Bowl South Africa executives busy marking for us.
And this is the future of the game on the screen, so it's nice to see Dave Harmer next door to us. Oh, hardly a bad bowl in the trial heads.
A lot of promising bowls to come, judging from the trials.
Jongh has a very impressive record, 22-20 singles Northern Free State winner. Winner of the trips in 2023. Triangulars runner up in 22. The ambition is to play for the Proteas, and I'm sure that's most of, if not all the players on the screen.
Absolutely, and all of them have got a lot of age and experience ahead of them, and more than enough time to make those gold and green colours.
Interesting to see that. I think she's chosen the right side of this rink. As seen that I commentated 4 games here yesterday on it. It's got a lovely bend.
And as Zune is delivering, interesting fact about Zune is that she's an avid darts player. And I think if you play as well as she does with bowls, playing darts must be quite deadly as well. And she loves gardening. With her bowls career, I don't know where she finds time to catch up on all of the gardening though.
Settling into the game. Very noticeable. Marcus has the amazingly good deliveries of all these players. As I said, there's no aches and pains yet for most of them.
Absolutely not.
Old fogies.
Which one's the shot ball?
She's tweaked very early on that the other side is very, very tricky. nice to see she's wasn't scared to change her hand on the first hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Drawing in a good second shot there.
And pretty good line, and it runs on just this. Very good. That's a great shot by Luane. Pretty good line here, just not sure if it's going to bend. Yeah, what a great shot, an absolute great shot. That's probably one of the better shots I've seen in a day and a bit on that hand.
Yeah, and absolutely, she wasn't scared to change to that hand.
Looks like 2 from here. Not sure. Emma Murphy from JBA next door against Jongh, picking up a 4 in the first hit. Always nice to get a 4 in your first hit. In fact, to score in the first hit takes a lot of nerves away.
As soon as you're on that scoreboard, life changes quite a lot.
Yep. No one's done the scoreboard, so I'm not sure how many that was.
It was a 2 to Zune.
I've turned it. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Two it was.
When your daughter's laughing.
There again, lazy bend.
And Luane got such an incredible delivery there, very confident in her style.
Strange that she didn't play the same side of the green. She played around the clock the first 2 hits. The first, very well played. Very good line. Just gonna nip it a little bit, but it's good weight. Goodish weight. Zune still lying. Very well bowled out. That's the shot. Jongh 3-0 up on Davies. Brilliant draw here. Nothing wrong with that for a last. Ball.
Excellent weight.
Trying very hard, yeah. Brilliant shot.
Such a close ball.
That was very unlucky. She actually didn't look narrow from her hand. So Zune goes into a 3-0 lead. Jongh 3-0 up on Davies. Victor 1-0 up on Zaramba. Zune saying she really would love to make it to the SA mixed pairs. Who does she play? Who does she play pairs with?
She plays pairs with Matthews Perry.
With Matthews.
Of course, Matthews yesterday winning his first game against Jason Evans.
Yeah, it was the talk of the town yesterday, first game.
It absolutely was, and with a mixed pairs partner like that, there's a very good chance.
Good opener from Zune. We saw a lot of that yesterday, Mark. There's a line there, if you're slightly in it, it pulls up and it cuts. So it's strange. I don't know if it's that green, a little bit of green over there, but it was doing it a lot yesterday.
Yeah, I did notice it
There's
there
one
as
line.
well.
And very, very tough hand.
A little bit of extra weight on that hand tends to just go straight past.
I mean, if you don't have the right way, if it cuts.
So I was just noticing that both of these ladies love reading, and my thought was, first of all, what do they read and when do they have time to actually read with such avid bowls careers?
You know, I think the busier you are, the better you are. So, you know, my mother always what the devil finds work for idle hands. So.
Absolutely. I need to keep busy so that I stay out of trouble sometimes.
I won't tell your wife.
She already knows.
I notice you have the new Drake's Pride shoes. Are they comfortable?
They're exceptionally comfortable. I'm a avid Aeros supporter, and I've got Aeros shoes, and I've been wearing them for a while. But recently, I had a bit of a problem with my feet, and
They look very comfortable.
I decided to try on the new Drake's Pride, and they are extremely comfortable. These are called the Renegades, and they've made my life a lot easier because I spend a lot of time standing when I'm umpiring. And they really comfortable. I have not got rid of the arrows. I use them when I play.
So Waters 4-0, Murphy 4-1 up on De Jong, Jongh 4-1 up on Davies, Van der Linde 1-0 Muvhango against Muvhango, You know, all Sables, I think it's all Sables clash. It's not sure. Yes, Van Staden playing Snyman, 2-all.
Two up-and-coming players from Sables playing each other there.
Yeah. A lot of talent, the Sable girls. I've been very impressed last year and this year with Layla Snyman. Lovely, compact delivery. Looks like a good line here. Very good.
Oh, what an excellent first ball from Luane.
Certainly the best hand on the green, the backhand coming towards us. Jongh picking up at 2 next door to us. 4-3 the score.
Zune still sticking to the same hand.
As you can see, it's just quite a treacherous side of the green.
Very difficult hand.
Saw lots of wasted woods on that hand yesterday. On that side of the green, in fact. Very good line here. Just gonna duck, but thought she had better weight than that. Line 2. I don't know, from here it looks like 3, in fact.
It could be close for a third. Zune playing slightly narrower, but on the same hand.
Yeah, I think she's found it. That's a great shot.
Magnificent shot.
Twice now with the last wood on that side she's done. Took away a lot of pain. Looking to remove the bowl a little bit wide in here. Score goes to 5-0 to Waters. I think she needs to get on the board to settle the nerves.
Yeah, that shot on the board is essential just to get back in the game and feel like you're part of it. Something that I've been noticing today is that a lot of the players are actually asking the markers for some form of assistance in terms of how far the bowl is or the jack, which I've noticed recently a lot of them aren't doing anymore. So it's good to see them actually ask for accurate information.
Yeah. Also, what was noticeable yesterday wasn't a lot of walking up and down. I think the seniors, the more experienced, do go and look, and sometimes it pays to look. Very good opener.
think it's actually a beautiful morning, and looks like it's going to warm up quite a lot today.
Compared to yesterday morning, this is a pleasure. Very overcast. Played another great shot here.
Another excellent one.
Great shot. It's on fire at the moment.
Is the shot goal level with the guy?
Looks on a pretty good line, yeah. It's got the weight to do the damage. Just a touch too heavy. Be nice if she could stop slightly in front here, Zune. Make it harder. Or just tuck it further.
Zune definitely liking the same side of the green.
Yeah. Pulled up a lot slower, quicker. Three it is.
I thought this was her last ball from the back.
Confidence playing the same hand. I'm a little more conservative. I would probably play the other hand, not to turn it in. Looks pretty
Well, holding the
steep.
3 there already, I think she's very confident on that hand.
Let it go. She was a little undecided because she did look at the other hand, and I think maybe made it go a little heavy. Other scores, Zaramba 4-2 up on Victor. Looking for a first win of the tournament. Van Staden 5-2 up on Snyman. Muvhango 2-1 up on Linda, Van der Linde. Looks like a good line here. Can she finish? Yeah, very good. That's a good second.
Very good ball. That one was delivered with such confidence.
Took away a lot of pain for her.
So, Cliffy, how many commentations have you done so far? It feels like I'm forever seeing you behind the mic.
I reckon probably about 300 now.
Wow, that's quite something.
Funny enough, I've spent a lot of time in this district, and JBA I did for you guys a couple of years ago, the Gauteng Open, I think.
That's
Done
correct,
the
yes.
National at Edenvale.
That was back in 2022. That's where I first met you.
It's amazing how much you learn from watching.
You definitely do, because you see some of the top players playing shots and choosing particular hands, and sometimes you wonder why, and then when you look at the result, then you can understand, and then it helps you grow your own game as well.
Exactly.
And you learn to improve the quality from that experience.
Yeah. Look, indoor, I've been watching, obviously, I watch a lot of the indoor. It's a totally different game to outdoor. And then indoor, what amazes me, they just stick to one side of the green or one hand the whole game. They don't, nothing's in the way for them.
No, they
Whereas
seem
here
to get
we
around everything.
Yeah, and I think it's the conditions, you know, the indoor, the mats are easier, not easier, but they're more true than the grass sometimes. And of course, you know, people often say what's happened to the, you know, what's the difference from the 70s, 80s and 90s to now. I think the greens have changed the game a lot. You know, people say, oh, but the guys from the 80s and 90s were a lot better. I don't agree. I think the conditions were a lot better. You know, you went from one club to the other, the greens ran at the same sort of pace, they bent at the same. But now, you know, you don't even get the rinks doing the same on the same green.
Correct, and I don't think we've got the same
Caliber
quantity of greenkeepers anymore either.
And the finance to run a green, I don't think the viewers out there understand how much it costs to run a green and to do it properly, the chemicals and the labour and the time.
Hey, you could spend easily 50,000 per green per year, just maintaining it, and that's not doing any additional work.
Very well bowled, yeah.
Excellent bowl.
Excellent bowl. Not in the way. It's no catch. Under pressure, can she save with the last bowl again?
And she's gone with a narrower delivery again.
She's got the weight, she's not far off. Yeah, I think she's done it. Last
ball wonder.
Yeah. That's why you always get guys moaning, well, we should have 3 bowl single. Just now it'll be 1 bowl single.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to save the last bowl then for each end.
It's the 3rd time that can break your heart in a game of singles. And just when she was coming back into the game.
Trail ons om, diep ons om.
So here's Luane taking advantage of being able to communicate with her coach for a bit of practical advice. Something that is a very important part of bowls is to have that coach available when you need some assistance.
Murphy 5-all with the Jongh. Don't know if that's going to bend with that weight. Let's see. Oh, very good attempt. What a good attempt.
Yeah, really good attempt at that. Meanwhile, the game with Sables is all 5s.
Yeah.
5, 5 and 5 ends.
Yeah. Murphy the Jongh 5-all. Jongh and Davies 5-4, nearly 3 games 5-all, nearly. And 4-all Zaramba Victor, so games all tight except the featured game so far.
The umpire being called for a tight measure on the rink next to us, and the umpire on duty there, Jenny Phillips, all the way up from Cape Town.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of commentating with her. She was very enjoyable to be with, very knowledgeable. Also for the viewers out there, need to appreciate that a lot of volunteers that go into the game. None of us get paid. We do it for the love of the sport.
Absolutely. We crack up so many hours for bowls. It's unbelievable. And it's just amazing to see how many people are willing to put their time and effort into the sport we all love. And thank you to all of them that do.
Exactly. I think a lot of unsung heroes.
One of those rare moments, being caught on camera by Jacques while she's getting herself a little bit cooler.
She's taking a picture of you guys.
That's even worse.
Standard camera.
Oh, she's done it again. That's
Yeah.
3 heads.
That's 3 in a row, last bowls.
Out of 6 heads, that's 50% with your last bowl. It's quite a... puts pressure on your opponent. 7-0.
So I think if we get to play her and Matthews in the mixed pairs, I'm going to get my wife to make sure that she steals at least 2 bowls from Zune. Bowl number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Just getting back to some of the play records here. Zune doing pretty well recently, getting a gold in the District 4s in 2023, bronze in the EKB singles in 24, and then in the Gauteng Open mixed pairs getting to the quarterfinal in 2021 and 2022, which clearly shows that that is definitely something she would love to improve on.
Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, she says, I want to make it to the SA mixed pairs. I've never heard that one before.
It's a very specific, very, very specific.
Focus. Yeah. What do I say? Baby steps. Very good line, yeah. Very well.
Really well played.
How far is her jack from the? How far is her ball from the jack?
She's got to get out of this hit again. Not so easy now. That's virtually the perfect bowl you can get in bowls. Right in front of the jack. She's got a perfect bowl behind. Just gonna duck. Bends a lot with weight. That side. Should be 2 from here, it looks like.
Yeah, 2 in a measure. And players going up to the head to get a closer inspection of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just thinking, Cliffy, how good are these mics that we're using at the moment?
Much better than what we had. The only thing I find I like an off button, especially when you have some rowdy
Okay, you don't
People
get
in the afternoon
and
behind
you don't get caught off guard with what you're saying. I was just particularly wondering to see if it picks up anything from, you know, the players on the mat or spectators around us.
We've tried that, where you have the mics. I still believe we should be commentating higher up. We should be sitting on like a mini grandstands, which we're busy working on at JBA to have a mobile commentary box, because also sitting right on top of the players, sometimes you can give away or distract from the players. It's concentration.
Yeah, Rob said the other day he was working on trying to get that done. So
Yeah,
very interesting
we've got
idea.
A sponsor just working on buying a trailer, like a caravan trailer. The only problem with that is you've got to cart it around.
Absolutely, more volunteers needed again.
My feeling is each district should have a headquarters for bowls. You know, where you can put the facilities in. I mean, I think the day of sharing which club can have a final is not correct. You should play. They don't play soccer finals on different clubs. They play at Wembley. So
Correct, yes.
I've been an advocate of that for 30 years, but like, this is the right venue for a Masters, because they're putting in, you know, you got the 4 greens. Because it's advantageous to very well bowled, yeah.
Oh, brilliant
That's
bowl.
all I like it.
Way to get onto the board now.
So, you know, I've been shot down on, you know, we were speaking about it yesterday, about 10 years ago, when I was chairman at Kalani. We had the money to build the indoor, and the bureaucracy and the red tape, and I think we also need a real indoor centre where we can get TV.
Mm-hmm.
We had it all designed with a beautiful change rooms, a little shop, a coffee shop, a centre for bowls that, you know, people have a home. You wouldn't remember, but in the 80s and 90s, the world, the South African Blind Bowlers Association, Rosebank Bowling Club belonged to them, and that was the headquarters for all blind bowls.
Okay.
So, you know, I think that would be great.
Yeah, definitely. You know, one location where you can come, you can play, your family can watch, they can have a meal, you can all enjoy it, and you don't have to be worried about things like lightning and rain.
Exactly.
You can play any time.
Yeah. But getting back to headquarters as well, I mean, guys battle their guts out to get to a final, and then you have the final at a venue that's not quite up to scratch. And it changes the whole game of bowls. So,
Yeah, as far as venues for Masters, this is perfect.
perfect. And with the finances, it's getting tougher and tougher every year to finance finances, and Masters and inter-districts becoming a big problem, as we know, financially for districts. I mean, I know what it costs JBA.
All right, there's Layla just indicating the 3 shots for Lene, and excellent way to get her account started.
I'm back in the game. Muvhango 4-2 up, so she's undefeated. In her section. Very good. She's got her confidence back there. It's a great opener again.
You can see what a difference it makes to get yourself on that board, because suddenly the confidence is back.
I think the last head was confident. She played the best forwards of the game in her head.
And the 2 ladies still tending to play opposite hands.
As I said earlier, I think Wagner is playing definitely the right side of the green. And it's starting to show. She's finding her line.
It's a really consistent bend on this hand.
Yeah. There's a much more consistent bend on that wood. If she gets another one close, she puts big pressure.
Just sitting here, I can smell sunscreen, and that's one thing that's always such a good reminder of being in the sun and enjoying a game of bowls is the sunscreen. That's the second best thing to being on the beach.
Yeah. Another great shot. Definitely back in the game and in the zone. Oh, very good wood coming down here. She's got weight. Oh, what a great shot. Good second, probably. Oh, measure for shot even.
Once again, the consistency of their left hand coming through.
She needed that, but otherwise, Luane's back in the game. Oh, she's got nice shots here. You just turn that ball. The Jongh now 11-5 up on Murphy. She got the weight. Just gonna, oh, what a great try.
Well, the position of that ball now makes it a bit more of a challenge for Zune on her last ball.
I don't think she has an option but to change hands.
So we shall have a look at that last ball again.
Yeah. Fantastic line, yeah. Oh, she was on a perfect line.
It was really, really close.
Here's the father of the so-called bride. It's so nice to
Hi,
have you
good
here.
morning.
Are you the coach for your daughter? No.
I'm not good enough.
Welcome, Sean, coming to keep an eye on Zune. Another left-hander and another person who plays with pink balls, all in the same family.
Yeah. She didn't get the shot. It was pretty close. Score moves to 7-4. The Jongh 11-5 on Murphy. Snyman van Staden, district mates having a tussle there. 8-7 now to Shonay van Staden. Zaramba 8-5 over Victor. And Young 9-4 and Shannon Davies. The two JBA girls having a rough time at the moment this morning, both down.
I see the rate of play today is fairly consistent, with 5 of the 6 rinks being at the 7-8 end mark, and only one streaming ahead at 10 ends.
Yeah, Gillian Young, pretty quick player. She's very decisive. A wonderful delivery. I think she's got one of the finest deliveries I've seen here. Very compact and smooth. Lets it go very smoothly.
And also experienced at the indoor, having played in World Bowls a while ago at Potter's Resort, and did quite well there.
There again, you see it didn't come back. It's very, didn't look that bad. And
looking quite good this year, with all the markers wearing actual physical bibs to identify them. I see the Pro brand logo on all of them, looking good. We also have something similar for Ekurhuleni as well, also by Pro brand as well.
we also have JBA by Pro brand, thanks to Donnie Pickett.
It just makes the whole marker image look so much better, where everyone is easily identifiable and enough pockets to carry all the things you need to have with you.
Great wood here. Brilliant wood, in fact. Oh,
And that after a change of hand, with an excellent
I
result.
have to start eating the mic just now, never mind my words. That's probably the best draw I've seen in a day and a bit on that hand. To come round.
That was a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, just missed the line. Well, we have a game on from...
Absolutely, the game is on. And if anyone had to take a photo of that head right now, they would never have known what misfortune caused that.
Yeah. But it was a great draw that put pressure on Zune. First time she's really missed badly with the last ball. Van der Linde 6-4 up now in Muvhango, so she must have got a 3 or 4. Jongh playing very well against Murphy. Every time I glance, I see these blue and white Sables. Great talent from Sables. They obviously district to watch for the future in women's bowls.
Absolutely. And funnily enough, going down to the junior nationals in Bloemfontein for the last few years, seeing players like Jongh, playing from the under 15s and getting up to where she is now, it's been absolutely quite an amazing journey.
There again, thanks to all the coaches and the people in JBA, Randburg doing an amazing job with the juniors for JBA. For the coaches and the amount of money and time and effort and schlepping they do with the youngsters is amazing.
The important thing is that bowls is a sport that we all love and we're all passionate about.
Yeah.
And we want to spend a lot of time in improving the quality of bowls. And the best place is with all the young people. Young people are our future.
Yeah.
So all the time and effort that people can spend on growing them is absolutely worth it. Would be good if there's a few sponsors out there willing to listen and try to help us grow our juniors even more.
Even the game. I mean, we had a good run with sponsors a few years ago. It's very tough to get money right now, and anybody there that knows anyone who wants to get back to the game, please contact us. I went to a huge, no names mentioned, corporation that's in the betting world, and they sort of laughed. Bowls, what's that?
It should be their future.
It's not Man United.
At the moment, I think a lot of people are going to reconsider where they spend their money.
Mark, more seriously, this game is turned on its head.
Sitting at 7-all and
putting huge pressure.
Zune 2 down.
She's starting to really put pressure. It's not a bad line. She got the weight to get the white. Great shot.
Excellent ball by Zune.
She's played some real killers when she's needed to.
And on the rinks next to us, the JBA girls taking a bit of strain at the moment, but I'm sure they're all going to come back very quickly.
Good try there. Emma Murphy with a brilliant record in JBA and national. Won a lot of titles.
Also been a very consistent player over the years.
Yeah. I mean, feels like she's been around for years, and it's only about 4 or 5 years. So 8-7 to Zune. Luane was looking very good there. Playing very well at the moment. Can she keep the pressure up? I must have made, Mark, about 14 or 15 calls to get sponsor for this tournament, and it was very tough. So please, anyone out there, help.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an incredible sport, incredible social activities as well. It's for the whole family. Doesn't matter whether you're 6 or 96. There's space for everyone to play. And don't forget, we have players that have physical disabilities, visual impairments. It's the only sport that caters literally for every single human being. And with a sport that good, we really need to sponsor it and grow it as much as we can.
Speed up a little bit. The Jongh seems to have picked up a 3 at least. See? Yeah,
Good looking
17.
ball.
Very good attempt. What a good attempt. Still 2.
They shot ball.
Just go outside the line and look silly, as they say.
Oh, she seems to have the line on that one. Just the weight.
Very unlucky.
Sorry, am I only 1 or 2?
You staying on this rink for commentary for the rest of the day?
Yeah, well, I need to leave at lunchtime, but yeah, we're going to be on 6 the whole day. There's some very good games ahead of us.
Fantastic.
So if you could maybe help out while I'm not here this afternoon. I think Nico will be in the box.
Okay, all right, excellent.
Tomorrow we need to move the cameras up to the main green for the final, so we might have to skip one of the games because it takes some time to set up.
Yeah, I can imagine it takes a while to set up all of the configurations,
Yeah.
cameras,
And
testing.
we'd have to take down and then move it, so it's quite a job.
Looking forward to that final tomorrow. It's always the highlight of the year.
Yeah. Funny enough, I like the Gauteng Open. I've always been a Gauteng Open fan because you see everybody from Gauteng. It's nice.
Oh, it's a magnificent tournament, and this last year we had the highest number of entries ever, just
Yeah.
tipping at 3,600 in total.
It's amazing. And for the viewers out there, just to let you know that South Africa, I don't know if you know that, Mark, is the only country that grew bowls-wise. Last year we grew by 20%.
Oh, that's
Membership.
incredible. Absolutely
I
incredible
think we're up
news.
to 24,000 now.
I think every single one of the clubs that I know has had extra members this year. So I think if that's happening, then people are doing the right thing, getting the sport growing.
And hopefully streaming gets people more interested. If we could only get on TV, it would help.
Yeah, I know at
So costly.
my club we've got a TV up permanently with streaming, and the guys sit in the bar and watch bowls. Instead of the Formula One, they sit and watch bowls. It's quite something. noticed that my umpiring counterpart has just arrived, sitting on the opposite side there, which means that I'm probably almost due to switch over and start umpiring, but I'll just need to check on the time first.
It's only 9:30. So we got,
It's early then.
she's early. I like this format. As you finish, you put the next game on. I think it speeds up a lot of things, makes it a lot easier for the organisers.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot simpler, and even from a perspective of
I don't even know why districts don't do that. I mean,
they should be doing that.
yeah.
And
As
the
the
fixed
games finish.
starting times makes
Yeah.
it a little bit of a challenge. You often run out of time in the day, and from a
And also,
perspective of the
Gar-
umpiring, it's difficult
for
to
Gar-
follow them.
Guy wins quickly and he's got to sit around an extra hour sometimes.
It happens. You get that person who wins his singles game in 7 ends,
Yeah.
which doesn't happen often, but he does get a 2.5 hour wait for his next game then.
Let's bring up some scores. Jongh 14-6 up on Davies. Muvhango losing at the moment 8-5 to Van der Linde. Van Storen 11-8 on Snyman. That's Snyman, I think, top of her section. And Zaramba, can she break her duck so far? 10-6 up on Victor. So still a long way to go.
Yeah, and if you're sitting at home watching the stream, maybe you should rather come down and watch it live, because this is where it's at, and there's a lot of excitement here, lots of cold drinks, good stuff to eat,
Newly
fantastic
built Bowler's
company.
Bar out in the open, which I haven't seen at any other club. I think it's a great idea. And lovely new paddle courts. What a lovely shot. Yeah, come on, stop that. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Can she do a last ball again? Would be number 4. I think she's cut it.
Yeah, I definitely cut the line a slight bit.
I like it as it left her hand. Such good weight, nearly. No, she needed a bit of each. What would you play here, Mike?
I would have played the same hand that Zune was playing,
Yeah.
just to try and get it past the front yellow ball directly into the jack. And I think right now Lene can probably do the same thing for an extra shot.
Yeah.
On the other hand, being a male player, you could be a bit more aggressive and knock out the side ball from Zune and stay for 4.
Could be 3 as it is. I'm not sure. But it could be 3.
I think very often there's a distinct difference between the way that a male and a female plays.
Yeah.
One tends to be a lot more aggressive, like taking out that pink ball, and then the ladies are more likely to draw in the extra free
Well, I
shot.
would, if you like 2 and a look, I would be drawing here. Because if she does make a 3, that's the danger here. You don't want to turn this pink one in. But she looks
Now
good.
she's through,
She's very well.
all the way through.
Very well.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, I think it's 4. I might be wrong. 3. Could be 4. I think it's 4. 4 it is. New leader.
Yeah.
Well, I predicted it, that the game had turned, so let's see if she can keep it up.
Very well played there. And we definitely got a game on.
The Jongh 18-5 on Murphy. And I think line 2.
Young 14-8 on Davies.
Emma Murphy playing a very narrow ball and turning the Jongh in for her to be lying game now. Very short head. Probably the shortest head we've seen, Mark.
Yeah, definitely. May have even made the opponent nervous to consider calling an umpire, but definitely over comfortably. And here is a very challenging shot for Emma. Coming up, 3 down. Last ball to play.
Yeah, she's got the back ball. I was surprised that the Jongh didn't put a back ball in, another back ball. Oh, very lucky. Played a perfect drive. I know the viewers can't see it, but it's got a bad result. Just going to be a little short for this one. Hard shot now. Very hard. Just blocked both sides.
Yeah, both hands are a little bit blocked right now.
Look, she could still try and draw around the short yellow ball, but or play with a bit of weight onto her woods and.
She's been consistently choosing playing to the left from this side. Seems to be the hand she's more comfortable with.
Just doesn't bend with a touch of weight. It was a good line.
Yeah, an excellent choice of line there.
Very well played. See what it is. Another, she had 2 of those funny results.
Yeah.
Not in her favour.
Unfortunately, that was a little bit unlucky, and it's the second time that's happened. But you know what? You've got to fight for every shot.
What would you do to change the game if you was a name? No.
I would seriously consider playing the other side of the green. I think she seems to be stuck on the one hand.
In that hand, that's not working for her.
It's not consistent enough to stay on it. I would definitely advise changing the hand.
Yeah, and putting in, even if she doesn't play it that well, to make your opponent think about it, that you're now playing her hand. So she needs to get onto the better side of the green, as we've said. Emma Murphy next door with 2 touches on the jack in one head.
saving her best.
Yeah.
And a third incredible ball. And over on the game between the two Sables players, I see Snyman is now up on Van Staden, 16-11.
Yeah, I think scored a 3 and a 4. Or very good line, just a little quick.
Okay, now she's playing to her left. Definitely getting a better line.
Yeah, both woods perfect line. Just one short and one heavy. I think that side of the green is definitely quicker. Very good here. This should be very close. It's pulled up a little bit. It's not a bad wood. See, now I beg to differ. I think when you know that the other hand is tricky, even though you should be playing it, it could be easier to play, you know, a harder hand.
Oh, and in this case, playing her own ball in is brilliant.
I don't think she made that one.
It doesn't matter. For anybody out here would have thought she's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
And if she did, very well played.
She got a brilliant result.
Definitely back into the end.
Emma Murphy getting 4 there.
She had some brilliant balls that she played on that end.
4 balls within a foot and a half. Young 69 on Davies. 16-11 to Snyman. Against Van Staden, her district mate. Then you got Saramba 12-6 up on Victor. 9-7 to Van der Linde on Muvhango. Trying very hard here. Trying extremely hard here. What a great shot.
Oh, and it's back
What
to
a
3 again.
great shot.
Incredible shot.
Shot of the game. I'm going to give you a replay of that shot. Definitely shot of the match. The perfect shot on a very difficult hand.
So out of interest, do you still get time to play balls?
Hardly, first, I really being convener of selection plus commentating. I think I've played maybe twice in the last 4 months. And work, you know, so.
It's a challenge sometimes to find the time.
Yeah. And the trouble is when you're not playing a lot, sometimes it's hard to re-motivate yourself. How much at this stage enjoy watching.
We're coming up with the inter-districts in the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So another highlight in the bowls calendar.
Yeah. I'll definitely be watching a lot of that. Our district going for the third title in a row. It hasn't happened for donkey's years.
We've got a very tough side at the moment. I think everyone else has got a hard time to keep up.
Even the B side with no disrespect, I think in all the years I've been around, especially selecting, it's one of our, I'd say it's the best side we've ever had for a B side. So they could also win it for the third time in a row.
Oh, your B side did very well, winning the Gauteng Challenge as well a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. A lot of changes. We had a lot of changes this year. Lots of new players. We got No Matter from Sables. We got Josh Turner. So we've had a good influx of players. Wayne Rittman.
Yeah, there was a surprise to see the other day at Gauteng Challenge. I was quite out of sorts seeing him playing.
Yeah. Yeah, Wayne also undefeated yesterday, 3 games out of 3. So, at the moment in the semi of the JBA 4s. Very well bowled. Very tight head, good to see.
Umpire.
Can she turn her own ball in? No. So big turnaround, 17-10 when Waters was 7-0.
Yes.
That's bowls for you. Murphy scoring again, so she's double figures from being 25 down.
Yeah, she's
Young
doing a very
89.
big comeback, yeah.
Sorry.
Lovely to see all of the spectators streaming in, and it looks like they're all carrying cooler boxes and
I think we can have
tents
a packed
and
house here today.
everything. It's great. It's becoming a perfect day for a family outing, and bring your chairs, your umbrellas, and come and enjoy a great day in the sun with extremely good bowls.
Trying very hard, yeah. Oh, great shot.
Excellent bowl.
What a great shot. It's certainly one of the best hits of the game. Shows you never give up. Amazing when you play the right side of the green.
Yeah, it makes
What
a huge
happens?
difference. You don't have to fight it all the way.
Yeah. She
We've
has
still
to stick on
definitely
this
got a
side.
game on here.
If she had a coach, he'd be imploring her to play on this side of the green. In other words, towards us on her forehand, being a left-hander. Let's see what she does. Yeah, I think that's a good tactic also. Throw it
Yeah,
slightly
that's the
longer.
perfect line for her delivery in any case.
Yeah. I think. And let's see. Yeah, she's playing the right side of.
Looking really good.
Very good. Start. Very good line here. Very good opener. Well played. Give her more confidence for the head. Nothing like a good first bowl. Takes pressure off you, puts pressure on your opponent. Excellent bowl here. Just a tad wide. It actually fought a little bit. It looked like she was bending, then she wasn't bending. But left hand is always difficult to judge.
Yes.
So, Mark, are you at Edenville?
I'm from Kempton Park.
Okay.
I've been there for the last 7 years.
Very well played again. Pressure building now.
Oh, the head's looking good.
Yeah. Well, game definitely tightening up. I think she's got a little too heavy for that grass. Yeah, too heavy. She was looking to chop on those woods.
Yeah, definitely was looking for that shot.
I like this line a lot.
Yeah, it's very good.
Even if she turns one of her bowls, would be even better. Yeah, what a great shot. Taking a bit of the catch away. Virtually the perfect shot. It's very tempting to look for the whites, yeah.
Oh, it
Yellow.
is.
Yeah,
Then she would have to change her hand to do that.
yeah, which she is.
I got a good line on this one.
Trying very hard. Oh, very good attempt. What a graph of-
Definitely cut down 2 there.
Next door, Jongh taking out the shot bowl to win. 21-10.
That was a very tough fight back from Emma there.
Yeah. I think she has. No, I would certainly look to maybe trail the jack for 3 or 4. Yeah, no. Trouble is you can flick it to the
Yeah,
pink ball, but it'd be interesting to
the
see.
trail would be a good choice, and
She's done
definitely
it.
with good control though.
She's trailed it already once in this, on the hard hand, so she can find the same sort of line. Young 29 up on Davies.
Yeah, playing for it, but just not got the weight for the shot.
And there we go, 18-13. You also work with a few bowlers mentally and a bit of advice on the green, but so I am pretty busy.
That's a good thing to work on the mental aspect of
Yeah.
the game. You go through quite a lot of up and down
Yeah.
in your emotions while you're playing, a bit of topsy-turvy, sometimes stress and anger, and sometimes, just feeling that feeling of defeat.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get your mental strength
But,
right.
And also breathing. Breathing is, I think people underestimate the breathing in bowls. You know, to relax and breathe properly, not tense up.
It's amazing with a good breath how you can actually control how your body is feeling
Exactly.
just before your delivery, which is very
Relax the
important.
muscles.
How far am I?
It needs to be part of every delivery routine that you have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Van der Linde 14-7 up on Muvhango. Same on 19-13 up on
How far short to last ball?
Van Staden. I thought Jongh she was in command at one
Yeah, she
stage.
definitely was. The tides have turned slightly there.
It's not far here.
And an excellent bowl there by Zune.
Touch heavy.
And Zune still holding shot at the moment.
Such a tricky hand. Touch is heavy. This looks not a bad line if she's got the weight. Oh, just curled.
Just popped out.
Didn't look like it was going to bend that much.
No, it was like the last second bend.
Last. A hockey stick bend, as they say. So Ramba 16-7 up on Victor. $18-14. Anybody's game still.
Yeah, it's still quite open at the moment.
Game's definitely improved in the last 6 or 7 years, much tighter.
Much tighter heads, and you know, with them picking up an odd 3 a couple of times, the game is still very open.
Thank you for the scones that have just arrived. I think a good tactic this to change the length.
So I see the scones have arrived, and they're definitely not diabetic friendly in any way whatsoever. So no scones for me, and definitely none for Luane as well, because she's also diabetic. And change in lifestyle for her as well has made her a lot fitter and stronger and more competitive. So there is lots of hope for everyone.
Very good track here. Oh, just a touch heavy. I remember hearing a radio program when a dietitian said Dole, if you eat fat, it stays fat. I've never forgotten.
Yeah, definitely. They also talk about it, you know, you are what you eat, and I definitely seen an elephant, and based on what they eat, I don't think I should be vegetarian either.
Very good line here. I think this is number one.
Great ball coming in.
Great ball. Very great stuff.
And Shannon fighting back quite hard in the rink beside us.
She needs to if she draws another one here, she puts big pressure on Zune.
Yeah, definitely. Sitting on 18 at the moment. An extra
Beautiful
shot
line
in.
again. This is another shot, I can promise you that.
Another beautiful delivery.
Beautiful shot.
All she's doing is just beating herself, bowl after bowl.
It's a good line. Last ball,
Coming
Charlie.
in beautiful.
Last ball, Charlie again. Just about. Not.
Oh,
I
that
was
is
wrong.
really close.
Except that wrong. That
I
really
was sure that was going to come in for that shot.
didn't look like missing.
So can Luane now deliver the next shot to take the game?
He just doesn't want to sell it. Got to be pretty careful here. Yeah, she's given it good grass. I'm not sure about the weight. She hasn't got the weight. Just hasn't got the weight.
Just not.
What a line.
Well, better than tipping the jack out.
I think she'd be happy with that. She didn't want to sell it. This game looked at one stage was going to end quite quickly, but been a good tussle the last.
It's been a really great game to watch. 18 ends played already.
Shannon Davies picking up a 3 there. 2013 the score moves to against Young. Young, she would have. His name on 1914. One from Staden.
Zaramba on 18 and Victor on 7.
Yeah. It wasn't herself who stays Zaramba. She's really struggled yesterday, but nice to see her come back. It's a great work.
Oh, an excellent bowl by Zune.
Can it hold? Yes. What a great shot. Very unlucky. Very unlucky.
Oh, bang on the target though.
Bang on. Just caught the jack.
Staying on this hand is a good move because it hangs out a lot, and the jack movement is definitely in favour of that.
If she's clever now, she plays the forehand. Yes. I like the way she plays. She thinks a lot. She hasn't hardly played a wrong hand,
Yes.
which is amazing for a 19-year-old.
Huge amount of talent.
Just a tad wide. It's a shocking hand. I don't care what anyone says, because they should never have hung like that,
No.
especially that the jack's been moved.
And I was thinking that since that hand is hanging out, it's not bad to play to get close to the move to jack. But it still hangs out.
But she's 3 down here, so from nothing, she's got to get a ball close.
Even if she plays the same as last time, just inside her last ball,
Yeah, she can
will be
afford
good.
to be narrow. But she's
Which ball is the short ball? Let's see. Thank you.
Yeah, opting to play on the left this time round. Trying to beat the shot.
It's only 1. It's better than 3.
And Shannon busy pulling out all stops there, holding 3.
Oh, there we go. See the wide line.
In my umpire's book.
Well, it's been great having you in the box. It's
Yeah,
been
thank you very
pleasant.
much. I've enjoyed being here. I kind of thought it would be an incredibly difficult job, but it's just natural
It's
conversation.
natural if you just speak the truth, I always say. Sometimes
pretty
we're not
much
allowed
it.
to say what we really want to say, but
But for that, they had the little button you can switch the mic on and off. Apparently, not so much this time.
this has been a very enjoyable game to watch. It's been
I always love watching great bowls, and the spirit of the juniors as well is amazing. The under
amazing.
30s, under 35s, they've just got a totally different spirit to the game, and I absolutely love it.
I like this line. Just think she could
Yeah, I've
be a
got a
bit
good
quick.
line there.
I think
But
she's a bit quick.
she's been mastering this line, definitely. A lot of the coaches will tell you that if you play down the left, your ball should not cross over the centre line, and vice versa,
Yeah.
as an indication of how well you've achieved your line.
It's got more grass, but good weight. Pressure building. Julian Young beating Davies there. Davies was lying a few. I missed the last shot.
Yeah, Gillian brought in a shot between the three and picked up the game. And therewith, Zune drawing a perfect draw shot.
I think it's too heavy with that line. She had to be up. Tighter with the next one. You don't want to drop it too here to give Zune a chance to win the game on the next head.
I've seen so many games where a person holding 20 takes a long time to actually get that last one shot to win.
Yeah. Exactly. It's actually a perfect win because she forces the opponent to be a little maybe more tentative.
Yes, and your ideal shot, what would you play?
I think she's got to try and draw it personally. You know, the men would go to smack the kitty in the back, but you don't want to give her two to give her a chance to get a four in the next hit. But I've always been a slightly more conservative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you 5 up in the game, don't get too clever.
Yeah, you always risk the chance that at added weight you could burn it.
They've got the confidence to stick the kitty in the ditch. It's a little quick. Yeah, quicker game.
Okay.
Perfect line.
And Zune staying in the game, moving up to 17 to 20. And here we have a measure coming.
I can't actually, unless I'm a bit squint, I can't actually believe the measurement. But it's easy from here to criticize.
So kudos to Jenny there, seeing that the measure was a bit longer and running on to help Layla to make sure that it's as accurate as possible.
Even the professionalism in the marking umpires, your streaks ahead of what it used to be.
Yeah, definitely been putting a lot of effort into getting markers and technical officials trained up to higher standards. At the end of the day, it's the difference between success and failure of a player.
Two it was, no. I think it was getting old.
Sometimes a player can call for a measure just to get a bit of a mental break and a reset. Often players run to the bathroom to get a mental reset.
Yeah, in my early days there were lots of gamesmanship, much more gamesmanship than there is today. I think that certainly at top level there's a lot more etiquette than there used to be. But I think it's the coaching and the training that's coming through. I mean, we never had mentors. We had to battle along. I mean, I was a 16-year-old having to cope with trying to improve my game.
Great start by Zune.
We have a game on our hands now. She's.
At the end of the day, you got a couple of coaches and mentors putting time and effort into the bowlers. It just grows the sport.
Yeah.
Better understanding of the game, better quality of the bowls, and more humanity in the game too.
Look, I've always said, being in business for a long time, that a lot of life is about mentorship. You can't achieve, I don't believe anyone achieves without some sort of mentorship in their life, and I've been lucky in my whole life. There's one thing I'm grateful to God about, is that I've always had a good mentor, whether it's been business, sport, whatever. And I think it's important.
It's a very important part of life.
Oh, very unlucky. Okay.
Unlucky result, but a really close bowl.
Muvhango heading for her first defeat at this stage, 19-12 down. Open up the whole section.
Some of the sections were quite tight by the end of play yesterday, and I think a lot of people today needing to work quite hard to keep themselves in the game.
I see Cecil Bowman playing the Smith. That should be an absolute humding on paper.
Oh, absolute cracker of a game. Two youngsters willing to play any shot to win. Definitely something that could end up taking longer than 20 ends.
Who's holding the what?
Does she go for that side bowl to try and make game? Very hard on that hand, but the men would be running at that yellow bowl.
Oh, absolutely. To make a 3 or a 4 out of it is worth it at this point in the game.
Yeah.
When you're 17-20 down, if you can make a 4, it's the game.
Yeah.
If you make a 3, you got one end to go to make the game. Just feel the consistency of that hand is not going to make that shot easy. And she's going to draw in another.
So a good line. Very good line.
Better choice, but the desired result.
Anyway, it's turned out to be a terrific game. We've got an exciting end.
It's been amazing to watch them.
Been very enjoyable.
I wonder if Sean's still got any nails left on his fingers.
Don't know, where is he hiding?
He's light skin, he's in the shade.
Oh, there's in the shade. I remember in my heyday, my parents never used to come watch because they used to get too nervous. But those days we used to get 2,000-3,000 at a final.
Wow.
In Joburg. Oh, it's just inside the line. What a good try.
We're going to take out.
Oh, that's dangerous. She nearly took out her own bowl. I think she's dropped a 3.
Now we've got a serious
I think
game.
it's 20 all.
20 all, last end.
Unless I'm... Didn't see that, taking her own bowl out. Let's see.
Absolutely down to the wire on this game now. Actually, quite interesting. You know, nowadays a lot of people, when they are doing the toss, they just roll a ball or kick a ball to choose. Although, you know, the law says you're supposed to do a coin toss. And the rink right next to us now, the marker had a coin, and he, you know, had obviously an animal on it, because he said "varkie kop" or "varkie stert," which was actually quite amusing to see the way that it is being dealt with. But very good.
I didn't think she needed that type of weight there. She could have just trailed the jack back or chopped on the ball, but that, I would say, is the first incorrect shot she's played this whole game. But that's pressure.
Yes, it is. It's the pressure, needing that one to win.
20 all, what a game we have.
And we have a short end.
And we certainly chose the right game to show that 20 all, you can't get better than that.
Umpire?
Just adding a bit of pressure onto the last end here, having a umpire's call to measure the legal match.
Zune pacing up and down, I can see now. His late uncle gave me a fantastic bowls lesson the first time I met him. He gave me a talking to. I went to play with him at Bedford U, and Tony. George Waters was a fantastic inter-district bowler, and he said, "You've got a reputation, I'm not interested."
Okay.
And he gave me a whole list of things that I did. I've never forgotten. And I use it a lot in coaching the youngsters.
No, that's excellent. You know,
So you need
good
mentorship.
advice.
You need mentorship.
You need that. You need it all the time. And a good mentor is not necessarily somebody who's excelled more than yourself. They're just somebody who understands better things in life.
Well,
that
look at
can
Mark
guide you.
Spitz. He won 6 gold medals, and his coach had never swam. Never
There
been
we
in
go.
a swimming
There
pool,
we
I don't
go.
think. So you don't have to be. It's just...
You need to have that mental aspect and the ability to understand the life and the sport you're playing.
Exactly. She looks a little... Very good line here.
Excellent ball.
Can she stop? Yeah. Not sure.
Finished here, because then I'll take over from you. Except I have to have a loo break.
Yeah, that's it. So
It's okay, I'll give you.
Okay, so we'll finish this end.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to come here. You're going to come here.
We're going to swap.
Yeah.
We're going to swap.
Phew. I'm nervous at the stage.
It is
It's an horrible
really
20 all.
tight.
It's like you've spent
20
the whole
all
morning, and it's all down to one head now. I think she's a little quick.
I think those nerves are a bit hectic right now.
I thought if anything, she'd try to drop it in the...
Yeah, I think she was playing on the safe side.
No, she didn't like the shot. I think she's also...
Well, this one seems to be coming in beautifully,
Sure.
and just didn't make it.
She hasn't had a few bad rubs in the last 5 or 6
So,
years.
yeah, Zune on the last end, her last ball, and she's holding game.
What would you play, Mark?
I would draw another shot.
Yeah, definitely. Even if you're slightly in the way. But in the it's changing hands. That's a strange one.
She's definitely favoured that hand all the time.
I don't know. I didn't understand that one, but that's why I'm here and she's there.
Absolutely. That and, you know, about 30
I would
years.
have played that on the other hand. she was gonna, but I don't think she meant that.
Okay, now all the pressure transferred to our young player from the Northern Free State. First Masters, age of
Very impressive. Good head on her
19.
shoulders.
She's played very well today and showed a great calm under pressure.
About the 7-0 start that she was down. I think otherwise it was a different game. Oh, it's good. Take your time, breathe out. It's good.
There's the deep breath.
Very mature. She's really
Definitely
impressive.
think her coach has done a good job with her.
Yeah, it's her dad.
Yeah, the line's there. Just not the weight.
No, I think she's not far, I think. No, you're right, not the way. And that brings to end a fantastic game of bowls in the end.
Yeah, it's been a magnificent game of bowls. Thoroughly enjoyed having a chat with you this morning.
Nice to be in the box with you, or the open air. Not really a
Absolutely,
box.
yes.
We're calling the public.
Yeah, we'll get one of those boxes on wheels and we'll drag it from club to club.
Yeah. But thanks, Mark. Great
Thank
having
you very
and
much.
Thanks
Appreciate
to the viewers
it.
out there. They're measuring,
They're measuring for shot.
but we can't see from the angle we're sitting. but
Absolutely not worth risking it. Not on the last bowl. You got to just make sure.
Zune thinks it's not hers. Maybe let me take a walk on the side. It looks like they reckon it's. Sean says it's not his daughter's shot. I think it is his daughter's shot. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. There's the scratch. And the scratch says it all. Great win to Zune.
Zune.
And Leone, an excellent game as well. And with that, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to go and get some
Thank you.
umpiring work done, and I'll chat to you later. Thank you for having
Thanks,
me.
Mark.
Kufe, left or right? Rushe. Raira, não stress. Passa cá o mapa para tu.
That's really the ma.